Muy buenas a todos, soy Mariachi, bienvenidos a un juego, bienvenidos a un nuevo Indie. Bueno, vamos a hablar de Hauma Detective Story, una visual novel con puzzles, con misterio, que salió el 11 de septiembre, agradecer a Samper Entertainment, bueno pues, y Sinom Games que me han enviado una clave, 12,50 €, está en castellano. Sabéis que este tipo de juegos pues no son precisamente los que abundan en mi canal, pero vamos a darle un tiento. Os recuerdo que os podéis apuntar al canal de Mariachi y de Zoom, que es bueno, bonito, barato, y subimos un montón de juegos indies y a mí me hace ilusión ver que ese número va poquito a poco para arriba.
JB?
Está mirando y no hay subtítulos, no sé.
JB, hang in there.
Judith! I didn't expect to see you here.
Vaya hostia, dado. Pedazo tripi, ¿no? Que se ha comido la colega.
What the fuck was that? Every damn night, every damn nightmare. At least the nights are more exciting than whatever I've been up to. Just what have I been up to this time?
No, semejante cachimba normal,
My
como tengo
phone.
pesadillas.
What happened to it?
Nuevo objeto recibido. El tablón de ideas contiene pensamientos y también objetos del inventario. Haz clic en los artículos para consultar más información. Pero
I had a phone, now I don't. It must be here somewhere.
he quitado eso, pero no sé qué he hecho.
I had a phone, now I don't. It must be here somewhere. A page of the daily newspaper. Ugh, I'm going to be sick. Chief Yeager, my former boss. Isn't that just a face even a mother would punch? Most upsetting view after waking up, or any time of day. I should just stop reading newspapers altogether.
Trata de dar con más pensamientos y objetos.
The back is broken in two. Maybe someone missed their sitting target. I'll go all in and say this was today's dinner. There might be more clues about. I got this music box as a present from my grandpa. I always wondered why it was so important to him. Even as a child, I found it too kitschy. I think it needs a very special key to wind it up. And I don't have it. Looks like I had a party of 4, all by myself. I feel something in my memory stirring. I think I can piece it together now.
Los pensamientos y los objetos se pueden combinar para crear otros nuevos. Pruébalo, arrastra el pensamiento de la comida al de las botellas.
Fried noodles, beer and weed. My
Bien habitual y
usual dinner.
pesadillas, claro. Otras cosas me hizo Judy mientras cenaba.
I was just enjoying a smoke and then I saw this face. I might have been upset about it. In my upsetness, I might have been tossing things around. I remember throwing something across the room. Let's see. If I was standing here, tossing things, and my phone was one of them, from this angle, it's somewhere under the shelves. But there was no fight at all. Well, that's depressing.
Genial, yo te recuerdo de tiro el teléfono. Voy a por él.
All that belonged to Grandpa. Most of it relates to that case he was always talking about. His unsolved mystery. As a child, I thought it was a bit kooky. Now, though, I understand him all too well. I wonder if Grandma dying so early made him a bit, weird. Granddad's old police identification. Wonder what he would think about his granddaughter being dismissed at age 35. Much like me, he had this case he was obsessed with. Unlike me, he kept a useful journal. Maybe I'll take a look at it sometime. Alright, let's get you out of here.
Veamos si encontramos el móvil. Vale, tenemos hostia, un Nokia.
What the fuck?
Irrompible, lo botea 30 veces.
I have 53 unread messages, all from Johannes. I meant JB, of course. And a voicemail.
Hi, sis! Come and join us at the Bison ASAP. The vibe is great. What's this? Oh, we're in the Wolpertinger Brow tent. And bring some cash. We're kind of running dry over here. Bye!
I really don't get why my bro loves Oktoberfest so much. I mean, why go to a place to drink lots of beer when you can get perfectly drunk at home? And you don't have to put up with all the other drunken ass. Huh. I think that came from the door.
Rocky.
A newspaper
Rocky
article.
Balboa.
March 13th, 2017. Motorcyclist narrowly escapes death. It's about my accident. Accident. Yeah, right. Assault would be the right word. They threw me out of the job. And they tried to kill me, I'm sure of it. I came too close to their lies, crimes, and corruption. Scumbags. Someday, I'll have proof. Huh. Someone shoved a letter under my door. It looks very old-fashioned. It even has a wax seal. And the symbol on it is a frog.
Análisis del diario del abuelo, que es muy importante para la investigación. Arrastra los objetos al diario para combinarlos. Toma apuntes de todo. Uno no se puede fiar de su memoria. Es un buen consejo de mi mentor que aún aprecio. Yo o tú o mi enemigo entendemos que no te lo voy a poner fácil. Claro que lo entiendes porque tú eres yo o eres mi hijo. O por lo menos has dedicado mucho tiempo a buscarme y comprenderme solo para acabar conmigo. Sabrás lo que escribo cuando llegue el momento adecuado, pero esto es toda la ayuda que vas a recibir.
It has a wax seal on it, like in those weird period dramas. Maybe I'm invited to a ball. The last event I went to seemed awful at first, but ended up being quite lit. Let's see. Huh, it looks like a poem. The one where the words matter as much as the shape they're written in. These poems have some obscure name. Kami... Kali... I knew it once. Yeah, Grandpa was very much into them. It doesn't matter now. O daughter of the son of the seeker, go find the answer to questions unknown. Look for them at the brassy figure, a saint you vow exist. Areola relit ifs. A bond between us that yet requires trust. Guess it's some sort of riddle leading to a location? This is the first time in weeks I've gotten any sort of information. Might as well follow it and see where it goes. daughter of the son of the Seeker. Who is the Seeker here? What I do know is that my grandpa was into these kind of poems. Maybe he collected some in his folder of weirdness? Wait, this shape. That's the Bavaria statue. Kind of unexpected. I mean, it fits though. She's the saint of the city. I wonder what it means.
Objeto recibido. De esta ciudad subguardiana, con mi mirada observo los desmanes del hombre, la celebración de una realeza extinguida. En esta ciudad me dijo, sola, con mi compañero.
The statue is a personification of the Free State of Bavaria. The statue overlooks the massive space where the Oktoberfest is held. My phone. And guess what? I use it to make calls. I don't need to go anywhere.
Queda mucho más que hacer en el piso. Que no se te olvide registrar cada rincón y usar el tablón de ideas seleccionando el icono en la esquina izquierda. ¿Qué estás contando?
It has a wax seal on it. No. I don't see how those two are all that belonged to I wonder if Grandma died. Granddad's old. Wonder.
¿Creías que queda para hacer aquí?
I should try something else. I think they're not gonna. I need to combine. I did everything here that I need. There's nothing more. I think it needs a very. And I don't have. I already looked. That's where I. All that. These poems have some obscure name. Yeah, Grandpa was very much. The statue is a persona. It has a wax seal. That doesn't work. Let's try something else. This doesn't make any.
Joder.
I don't need to go. March 13th, 2017. Motorcyclist knew. It's about.
Vaya gente, pero. No soy muy ducho, pero vamos, no veo más cosas para poder hacer por aquí, tú, loco.
All that belonged.
Esto es del
I
abuelo.
wonder if Grandma died. Granddad's old. I don't need to go anywhere.
Si es que tampoco hay grandes.
Let's try something else.
Esto no. Esto sale esto.
I think
Esto
they're
no
not.
vale nada. Y esto
That
no vale
doesn't
nada.
work.
Pues no sé qué hacer.
There's nothing more to be. March 13th. It's about. Heck. All that belong.
No es broma, no tengo ni puñetera idea de qué hacer.
Who should I call?
¿A quién llamo?
I need to combine something with it in order to call somebody.
Combinarlo con algo para hacer llamadas.
Who should I call? No. Let's try something. I should try some. I don't see how those two are related.
Mucho.
The statue is a personification. These poems have some. Grandpa was very. I think it needs a very special key to wind it up. And I don't have it.
Pues tendría que buscar la cuerda,
I
pero...
searched everything. I looked at these. There's nothing more of it.
Es que no hay más, tío. Bueno.
The poem in the journal entry must be talking about the Torresian Visa. That's where the Bavaria statue is located, and the annual Oktoberfest. I guess I'll be going to Oktoberfest
No,
after
ahora
all.
podemos salir, parece ser. Cuando descubrir un nuevo lugar, puedes trasladarte hasta el del apartamento. Venga, vamos allá.
The Bavaria
Juraría que había
statue
hecho
is
eso.
right next to the Wiesen.
Está justo al lado del Waynes.
Looks like
Resulta
I'm
que al
going to
fin sí voy al
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest.
JB will be
Se pone
ecstatic.
contentísimo.
If he's still.
Sí, sí, consciente, claro. Pues ya que estamos en la estatua de Bavaria, con vistas al Gaudí del Oktoberfest. Pero yo no he venido a divertirme, ni aunque quisiera, todo esto es la realidad.
JB said he'd be in the
JB dijo que
walking
está en la
abroad tent.
carpa de
How
Wimbledon.
can you afford
¿Cómo
drinks
puede
there?
permitirse consumir ahí?
Focus.
Bueno, concéntrate, tengo que
I need
averiguar
to
qué
figure
tiene
out what's
especial
up.
la estatua.
Then I
Y
can
luego
worry
me
about
ocupo la
JB's
forma en la
spending
que
habits.
despilfarra JB.
All right, I'm
Muy
in.
bien, estoy dentro.
Now what?
¿Y ahora qué? El autor de la carta
Person
conocía a mi
wrote
abuelo.
Maybe I can
Quizás
find something
encuentre algo
useful
de
in his journal.
utilidad en su diario.
This is one of the last pages in the journal.
Una de las estatuas, últimas páginas, la dama Bavaria, la verdadera personificación de la mentalidad bávara. Qué mejor sitio para preservar antiguos secretos, viejo amigo, viejo rival. Tras considerarlo largo y tendido, he decidido guardar tus cartas en el archivo. Consulte el investigador que esté por venir, podrá encontrarla sentido. Por ahora he decidido dejarlo. La posteridad me necesita más que tus caprichos. Algún día lo volveré a ver.
A typical metal ladder for reaching high up places.
Es que la mecánica metálica para...
Or
Vale.
normal places when you're my height. Someone left a notepad here.
Se olvidó un cuaderno.
The notepad is empty, but this?
No,
The
pero es que
various statue
la
is a
estatua de
key
Bavaria
to
es
the
la clave
legacy.
del legado.
Maybe there's a hidden
Este es el
compartment.
compartimento secreto.
I
Yo
couldn't
no
find
encuentro
anything.
nada.
Letter from the archive
La carta
seems
de archivo lleva-
useless meandering.
Está llena de inútiles
Except
divagaciones,
this
menos por
line.
esta frase.
I stare from her
Miro
eyes
desde
and
tus ojos y
witness my
contemplo mi
legacy.
legado.
I
Ahora sé
now know
dónde
where I can
salvaguardar
safely
mi tesoro.
entrust my treasure to. That's it. Whose notepad is
¿Qué es
this?
este cuaderno?
And why are they
¿Y
also
por qué ando
looking into
buscando,
the
también
Bavaria
buscando la
statue?
estatua de Bavaria?
That doesn't work. I stare from her eyes and witness my... Let's try something else. That's quite a noticeable bag. That's quite a noticeable bag. I suppose it belongs to the musician outside. Huh. The line looks quite weird when it's inverted. A large duffel bag. large enough to store some good tools.
Esto.
Huh. I can see a part of Wiesen from here. From here, all I can really see are 3 tents. The Oltwasser tent, the De Trop tent, and the Votingebrau tent. I don't see how those two... There were 3 tents in view. The De Trop... I should try something... The riddle is likely talking about the tents I saw. But what's so special about these tents? Maybe other people know.
Vale.
There were 3 tents in view. But what's so special about these tents? Maybe other people know. No.
Bueno, vamos de aquí. Es curioso que se vea esto.
Oh, didn't expect to find anything other than Bavarian folk music here.
You know, I've been getting that a lot tonight. Guess that means I'm doing something right, don't you think?
So, how's it playing the xylophone at Oktoberfest?
Oh, it's not a xylophone. It's called a vibraphone.
No.
Sorry, my bad.
Don't worry. It's an easy enough mistake to make. Playing it here is going surprisingly well. I drew quite the crowd when I was performing. Now it seems people have lost interest, though. I'm thinking about heading home.
Oh, do you know anything about the statue?
Not much. I enjoy going inside, though. It's also fun to climb up. There's a great view over the festival.
Whose motorcycle is that?
Not mine, unfortunately. There's a man who occasionally enters the statue. I think he's doing repair work inside. I had to move some of his bags out of the way.
Do you know anything about the bags inside the statue?
One of them is mine. The others, no idea. I think it belongs to this man who's been going in and out all day.
Do you know anything about the beer tents over there?
Oh, sorry.
Bebe cerveza,
I
vaya.
don't actually drink beer.
You must be having a terrible time.
At least I'm not spending everything I'm earning here.
Vale.
See you later.
O sea, tenemos un hombre misterioso, que es el de la moto.
Ooh, that is a good-looking motorcycle. Whoever owns it knows what a good time looks like.
Oktoberfest.
Hey there, sis. Didn't think you would actually show up.
Just because I didn't answer your 500 messages.
Oh, I assumed that was because your grandma phone finally found peace.
Hey, watch it. This phone will outlive you and
Además,
me
de verdad.
both. And how are things with you?
Living the dream.
I mean, outside this tent.
Better than you, I can tell you. Why don't you ever respond to my calls?
I just have stuff to do.
Yeah, so much stuff. Like being unemployed is much work.
Thanks for reminding me.
Someone should look out for you. We should hang out more.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, have you ever been inside the Bavaria statue?
That lady's too tall, even for me.
Hardy har, I mean, do you know anything about her? Like, is there something hidden or something?
You ask the weirdest questions. Let me think.
She was finished in 1850, state of the art at the time. She's cast in bronze. That's why you can go inside and see the negative shapes of all the details. She had a bit of trouble during the Third Reich. The Nazis had plans to destroy her, or at least alter her. Some say they actually did. And she hides the entry to the hollow earth.
What?
I'm just messing with you, sis. The part about the Nazis altering her is true, though. Not sure about the hiding something.
Yeah, well, thanks. I could use a drink.
Too bad. I'm all out of cash. Didn't you hear my voice message? But I thought you came to rescue me from soberness.
Huh. The family resemblance between you two is uncanny. Do you know anything about these beer tents?
I know I like hanging out in them.
What can you tell me about the trap?
Roman Catholic Vanguard. Their beer doesn't even abide to the Reinheitsgebot.
And the tent?
The tent? Tent certainly doesn't abide to the Reinheitsgebot.
I forgot how annoying you are when you're drunk.
Un poco pedo, ¿no? Tiene la pinta.
What can you tell me about Wolpentingebräu?
Oh, heck yeah! Wolpentingebräu, the good stuff!
Anything else?
Why the questions?
You know, just a thing I'm investigating.
Are you getting yourself in trouble again?
Who made you suddenly the older sibling?
I see the position like a timeshare. Anyhow, about that tent. There's like stories. Hold on.
Why are you taking your phone out?
Because if you didn't have such a brick for a phone, you could have looked this up yourself. Here it is. Wolpentingebräu, founded in 1383, it exchanged hands over the centuries, but it was eventually taken over by Joseph Schulain, pillar of the community. Until he had to flee the city, never to be seen again. 'Cause he was Jewish, and the Nazis, they didn't like that. Real assholes, those Nazis. Oh, here's about the legacy. He really liked this spot. And so, ever since he fled, the tent has stood on this spot, unchanged. Because if there's anything Bavarians like more than beer, it's tradition, linked to beer.
What can you tell me about the Altwasser tent?
Cheap beer with regrettable consequences. They replaced half of the alcohol with sweeteners. Who does that?
What about the tent?
Oh, never seen it before now.
Enough about tents. Do you have any more information on Joseph Schulain?
Who now?
The brewer. You just read about him on your phone.
Don't expect me to remember things in this state, Juju.
See you later. Hey, Doro. Enjoying the Wizen?
Not exactly enjoying. I enjoy seeing you here, though.
Ever heard of the name Joseph Schulain?
The brewer who had to flee the Nazis? Typical, well-loved member of the community who grew eccentric over time. The Nazis trying to overthrow the government in his beer hall in 1923 didn't help.
How do you know so much about him anyway?
Munich's history is fascinating, especially the things the city's embarrassed about. Sometime I should tell you about all the witch burnings that happened here.
What do you know about the Bavaria statue?
Not much more than what JB just told you.
Do you know anything about these beer tents?
Maybe. What would you like to know?
Esto es interesante,
What
¿no?
can you tell me about the Voltingebräu?
Parece ser.
That's the tent we're in right now. Ever since I've known about Oktoberfest, it's been here, at this exact spot. Apparently, it's a tradition.
What can you tell me about the Trop tent?
Huh, that's some heavy beer. It's made by an order of monks called the Trappists. Much like every monastic order before them, they wanted to return to simplicity.
If simplicity means high alcohol specialty beer, sign me up.
Right. But is there anything special about the tent?
Nothing more than whoever's sponsoring them must have a lot of cash on hand.
They say it's the Roman Catholic Church trying to get us all drinking.
Of course it is, JB.
What can you tell me about Altwasser?
That it tastes like it sounds. It was recently launched by a big American corporation. They wanted something that sounded authentically German. If you want to get drunk for less money, that's your tent right there.
Let's go there.
I'm not that desperate, and neither are you.
So, it's a new tent.
First time they're at the Wiesn. And nobody knows how they convinced the city to allow an American corporation here at Oktoberfest. Weird stuff.
Enough.
Why are you so into beer tents all of a sudden?
Just a thing I'm looking into. Nothing special.
That's also what I say when I'm up to nothing.
Josep escapa la estatua a marcharse.
See you later. So, this is where they store all the old beer kegs. That's a funny looking key. I'll take it just in case.
Vamos a meter un lío.
There's not much else I can find here, let alone secret compartments. All these barrels have weird symbols on them. They use these hammers to open up the barrels.
Bueno, pues una visual novel así interesante. Yo creo que seguiremos dándole un poquito más, ¿no? Pero bueno, echar un primer vistazo para vernos ahí Detective Story Hauma. Creo que son unas 3-4 horitas si no te enganchas mucho. Y ya sabéis, pues un buen like, un buen comentario. Seguiremos dándole a esto de los videojuegos. Sed buenos, nos vemos. Adiós.